Level 1. Basic Trainee. The hangar lights hum overhead as cold wind bites your exposed neck. Your parachute pack feels impossibly heavy, while the instructor's voice cuts through the noise. Check your static line, recruit. Your fingers fumble with the metal clip as sweat stings your eyes instantly. The C-130 engines roar to life, vibrations shaking the steel floor beneath. Red emergency lights begin flashing wildly. Board up now! You sprint toward the open ramp, where wind screams like a dying animal. The cargo bay smells of jet fuel. Your heart hammers against your ribs. Green light flashes above the door. Go, go, go! Screams the jump master. You leap into the violent darkness. Air rips the breath from lungs. The ground rushes up terrifyingly fast. Your chute deploys with a violent snap. Shoulders scream under the sudden weight. Tracers zip past your dangling legs. Anti-aircraft fire lights up the night. Smoke chokes the air around you. You spot the drop zone below. It is a burning field of death. A missile streaks toward your position. You yank the toggles hard left. The world spins in a dizzy blur. Branches snap as you crash down. Dust fills your mouth and nose. Silence follows the chaotic impact briefly. Then, radio static crackles in your ear. Report status. Who is still alive? You taste copper blood in your throat. Shadows move in the tree line ahead. They are not friendly forces approaching. Your rifle lies 10 feet away. A flashlight beam sweeps across your face. You hold your breath in terror. The beam stops directly on your chest. A voice whispers in unfamiliar Farsi. You reach slowly for your sidearm. The shadow raises a weapon silently. Time freezes in this single moment. Your finger tightens on the cold trigger. A sudden explosion blinds everyone instantly. Debris rains down on your position. Roll now or die where you lie. Level 2. Static line jumper. Smoke burns your eyes and throat. The explosion's shockwave rattles your teeth. You roll behind shattered concrete cover. Enemy boots crunch on broken glass. Your sidearm feels slick with sweat. Radio crackles with fragmented, urgent commands. Fall back to Rally Point Alpha. You crawl through oily black mud. Tracers stitch the air above you. A comrade's scream cuts through darkness. You cannot stop to help him. Mission parameters override human instinct now. Your night vision goggles flicker weakly. Battery warning blinks red in corner. 3 hostiles advance with tactical precision. You count their movements, calculate angles. Training takes over your trembling hands. Breath control becomes your only anchor. You exhale slowly, squeeze the trigger. First target drops without a sound. Second spins, returns fire immediately. Bullets chip stone inches from your face. You pivot, aim, fire again. His weapon clatters to the ground. The third vanishes into the smoke. You know he is flanking now. Your parachute harness snags on rebar. You are trapped, exposed, vulnerable. Footsteps approach from your blind side. You draw your combat knife silently. Metal glints under distant burning wreckage. A hand grabs your shoulder firmly. You twist, slash with desperate strength. The figure stumbles back with a gasp. It is your squad leader, bleeding. Good reflexes, kid. Now move. He tosses you a fresh magazine. Incoming mortar rounds whistle overhead. You sprint toward the extraction zone. Helicopter rotors thunder in the distance, but something is wrong with the sound. The chopper's silhouette looks unfamiliar, hostile. Your leader freezes, raises a warning hand. Too late. Searchlights blind you completely. A voice booms in perfect English. Drop your weapons. You are surrounded. Level 3. Combat drop. Cold steel presses against your temple. Drop it, the voice commands again. Your finger hovers over the trigger guard. Sweat drips from your nose to lip. The searchlight burns your retinas white. You see 10 silhouettes surrounding you. Their rifles are locked on your chest. Your leader lies motionless in the mud. Is he dead or just playing possum? You calculate the odds of survival now. 0% if you resist openly, maybe 20 if you create chaos. You slowly lower your weapon to ground. The enemy commander steps into the light. He wears a US flag patch upside down. Traitor. The realization hits like a bullet. You were sold out an hour ago. He kicks your rifle into the dark. Load them onto the transport truck. Rough hands grab your arms violently. Zip ties cut deep into your wrists. They shove you toward the waiting vehicle. Engine idles with a menacing low growl. You spot a loose flare gun nearby. It rests under the truck's rear tire. Distance is maybe 4 feet away. Guard turns his back to light a cigarette. This is your only window of opportunity. You feign a stumble, fall to knees. Hand brushes the cold metal flare casing. Fingers close around the grip tightly. Guard spins around, shouting in anger. You try anything and you die here. You thumb the safety off silently. Aim at the truck's fuel tank instead. Pull the trigger with desperate hope. Red fire erupts in a blinding flash. Explosion throws everyone backward into darkness. Heat sears the skin on your face. You roll under the burning chassis quickly. Shrapnel rains down like deadly hail. Coughing, you crawl through thick black smoke. Freedom is just beyond the firewall. But a hand grabs your ankle tight. The traitor commander smiles through the soot. Nowhere left to run, little paratrooper. Level 4. Fire Team Lead. The commander's grip tightens on your boot. You kick back with desperate, blind fury. Your heel connects with a breaking nose. He howls, releasing your ankle instantly. You scramble up through the thick smoke. Flames lick the night sky above you. 3 survivors emerge from the fiery wreckage. Their eyes lock onto your fleeing figure. Stop him! Do not let him escape! Bullets tear through the burning truck metal. Sparks fly as lead strikes steel near you. You dive behind a concrete drainage culvert. Breath comes in ragged, painful gasps now. Your radio crackles with static and voices. Fire Team 4, respond. Where is your location? You key the mic with shaking fingers. Ambush. Compromised. Need immediate extraction support. Static answers, then a cold, clear voice. Extraction denied. Asset is considered lost. Betrayal cuts deeper than any enemy bullet. You are alone against an entire battalion. Check your ammo count. 1 magazine left. Check your gear. Knife, flare, broken radio. Check your will. Still burning like fire. You peek over the concrete ledge briefly. Enemy forces are forming a search line. Flashlights sweep the darkened industrial complex. You spot a ventilation shaft ahead nearby. It leads into the underground fuel tunnels. Darkness down there means certain death, maybe. Staying here means capture and torture, definitely. You make the choice in half a second. Sprint low across the open killing zone. Tracers zip past your ears like angry bees. 1 round grazes your tactical vest shoulder. Pain flares, but you do not slow down. You reach the shaft, pry the grate loose. Metal screeches loudly in the silent night. Every head turns toward your position instantly. Contact front! He is going underground. You drop into the pitch-black tunnel below. Ropes burn your palms as you descend fast. Boots hit oily water with a heavy splash. Silence returns, heavy and suffocating down here. Then you hear footsteps echoing above ground. They are dropping grenades into the shaft now. Level 5. Halo Specialist. Grenades plummet into the dark water below. Explosions churn the oily sludge violently upward. Debris rains down like deadly metallic hail. You hold your breath until lungs burn. Darkness swallows you whole in this tomb. Current pulls you deeper into the maze. Pipe walls groan under structural stress above. You surface silently behind a rusted pillar. Water drips from your soaked tactical gear. Enemy voices echo sharply through the concrete. They cannot survive down there long enough. Flashlight beams cut through the thick steam. You climb a vertical ladder with numb hands. Rungs feel slippery with algae and old blood. A hatch opens to a maintenance catwalk. Cold air hits your wet skin instantly. You are inside the enemy command facility now. Blue server lights blink in rhythmic patterns. Rows of black racks hum with data streams. This is the nerve center of the betrayal. Your mission shifts from survival to sabotage now. You move silently across the metal grating. Boots make no sound on the cold steel. 2 guards stand watch near the main terminal. They chat casually, unaware of death approaching. You draw your knife from the wet sheath. Heartbeat slows as training takes total control. 1 step. 2 steps. Close the distance gap. First guard drops before he can scream out. Second spins around, eyes wide with sudden terror. You silence him with a brutal chokehold. Bodies slump to the floor without a sound. You jack into the primary console quickly. Screens flash red with encrypted access warnings. Fingers fly across the keyboard with practice speed. Access granted, the system whispers in green text. Files download. Trader names, payment logs, locations. Money trails lead straight to high command offices. Loyalty was bought cheap by foreign gold. Download bar reaches 99% slowly. Alarm sirens suddenly wail through the entire building. Red lights strobe across the server room walls. Lockdown initiated, the automated voice announces coldly. Steel blast doors begin sliding shut everywhere. You are trapped inside with rising oxygen levels. The download finishes 1 second before total lock. You grab the drive, turn toward the exit. The door is already sealed tight against you. Heavy boots thunder down the hallway outside now. They know exactly where you are hiding here. Level 6, Squadron Commander. Heavy boots hammer against the steel door. You scan the room for any exit path. Ventilation ducts are too small for your frame. Server racks offer no cover from breaching charges. They will blow the door open in seconds. You check the stolen drive in your pocket. This data is worth more than your life now. A small explosive charge rests on your beltline. Not enough to kill them all outside the door, but enough to bring the ceiling down locally. You calculate the structural weak points instantly. Support beams run directly above the entryway. "Breaching charge ready," a voice shouts outside. You prime your own explosive with shaking hands. The door buckles under the first heavy impact. Metal groans, sparks fly from the failing hinges. You dive behind the main server console quickly. Detonator button feels cold under your sweaty thumb. The door explodes inward with a deafening roar. Smoke fills the room, obscuring all vision temporarily. Silhouettes of 10 soldiers rush through the haze. "Target acquired! Open fire!" the leader screams loudly. Bullets shred the computer monitors around your position. Glass shards cut your face and exposed neck. You wait for the perfect moment to strike back. 3 steps forward, they are inside the kill zone. You slam your thumb down on the detonator switch. The world turns white, then shakes violently apart. Ceiling concrete crashes down on the entryway completely. Dust chokes the air, burying the assault team. Screams are cut short by tons of falling rubble. Silence returns, heavy and thick with gray dust. You cough, waving hand in front of your face. The path forward is blocked by massive debris pile. The path back is sealed by solid concrete wall. Only one option remains: the high-voltage maintenance shaft. It leads straight up to the rooftop helipad above. Cables hum with deadly electricity inches from your head. You climb into the narrow, dark vertical space slowly. Heat radiates from the live wires surrounding your body. Halfway up, your radio crackles with a new frequency. "Squadron Commander, do you copy? This is Ghost Wing." A friendly voice cuts through the static clearly, finally. "We see your signal, holding position above the roof." Hope flares in your chest like a sudden fire. You reach the top hatch, push it open gently. Night air rushes in, cool and sweet against skin. But the helipad is not empty as you expected. A black helicopter sits there, engines already spinning loud. No markings, no lights, just a silent, waiting beast. The side door slides open automatically without a pilot visible. A single figure stands inside, gesturing for you to board. You recognize the face from the trader payment logs earlier. It is the general who sold your entire unit out. He smiles, holding a pistol aimed directly at your heart. "Hand over the drive, Commander, or jump to your death." Level 7, Phantom Operative. The general's smile cuts through the rotor wash. Wind whips your hair across your bleeding face. Rain begins to fall, mixing with the oil. He extends a gloved hand, demanding the drive. "Choice is simple," he shouts over the engines. You step forward, holding the black data stick. Lightning flashes, illuminating the empty cockpit behind him. No pilot. The helicopter flies on autonomous ghost protocol. Your eyes lock onto his arrogant, confident gaze. "You think money buys loyalty?" you whisper softly. He laughs, tightening his grip on the pistol. "Money buys everything, even your final breath now." You toss the drive high into the stormy air. His eyes track it upward, instinct taking over completely. That split second of distraction is all you need. You lunge forward, closing the distance in a blink. His finger squeezes the trigger, but you are already inside. The bullet grazes your ear, singing the skin slightly. Your knee drives up into his groin with brutal force. He doubles over, gasping for air in sudden agony. You grab his wrist, twisting the gun from his grasp. Steel clicks as the weapon hits the wet metal floor. He reaches for a backup knife hidden in his boot. You kick his leg out, sending him crashing down hard. Thunder rumbles above, masking the sound of breaking bones. He looks up at you with pure, unadulterated fear now. "The data was a decoy," you state cold and flat. His face pales under the flashing red emergency lights. Real names are already broadcast to every news outlet worldwide. Sirens wail in the distance, approaching the compound fast. He realizes his empire has collapsed in mere seconds. You stand over him, a ghost made of rain and steel. The autonomous helicopter begins to tilt, preparing for takeoff. "Get in," a new voice commands from the comms earpiece. It is command, finally acknowledging your existence officially today. You look at the trembling general one last time, silently. Then you turn your back, leaving him to the justice. Leap onto the skids as the chopper lifts into darkness. Clouds swallow the machine, erasing all traces of your presence. Below, the world burns with the fire of exposed truth. You are no longer a soldier, a leader, or a man. You are the myth they whisper about in dark barracks, the phantom who strikes when loyalty turns to ash forever. Radar screens go blank as you vanish into the stratosphere. Mission complete. Identity erased. Legend born in the storm.